All right, if you clicked on this video, obviously you want to learn how to maximize your full potential. So one of the methods that I use myself that currently help me in my journey, right, I would say is seed retention. And I do want to talk about how it contributes to your self-mastery in general. So we're going to go through the different phases and we're going to talk about how can it relate to your life? How can it change the habits and trajectory of what journey you're currently on? Because as we all know, men today struggle with temptation, with lust, with lack of motivation, lack of determination. And it could come down to these simple rules, right? These simple phases that they are not optimizing in their personal life, all right? So the first phase we're going to be talking about in the seed retention journey is going to be the hormones balancing out, okay? So your dopamine will become normalized. You'll have better sleep and you'll have better clarity, which then translates to this self-mastery method, right? Better recovery, lucid dreaming, visualization, and clear thoughts. When you're able to have clear thoughts and visualize and have these lucid dreams, you then see a vision for yourself, right? That dream that you have, it's only waiting for you. But then if you're able to see it, you're going to be able to just point out exactly what can you do in this present moment to contribute to that goal. Because as we all know, it's easy to get caught up in the mix. It's easy for life to get in the way. So that first phase itself could solve most of the problems that you're currently dealing with already. So then we get into the second phase, which is testosterone stabilizing, right? A lot of men today have to take these test boosters and fake hormones in order to boost tests, which I personally don't recommend. But yet again, to each his own. People do it. It's very common. It is safe if you do your research. So if you want to go ahead. But still optimizing your own personal way by using seed retention. So that second phase, right, is going to increase your motivation and it's going to improve your self-control, which then translates to a real drive. You'll feel like you're able to run through a wall and you'll stay away from temptation more often. When you have that increased motivation and improved self-control, yet again, right, it translates to full-on discipline. You're disciplined throughout your whole journey, right? You're going to ignore the drinks. You're going to ignore the, can you come outside for this party, this event? You're going to ignore the, hey, bro, you're trying to, stop doing that work. You've been working out. You've been working too hard, man. Just come have some balance. You're going to ignore that because ultimately you know what goal you have in mind and you want what's best for yourself. This is a guide for all the people that are trying to become 1%ers or the 1%ers that want to resonate with this, right? When they're already there, but are trying to maintain it. Because ultimately, right, like getting money is not really the hard part when you're really thinking about it. But keeping it, multiplying it, and improving on your day-to-day to improve your own mind's level of wealth, that's a whole different thing. So then I'll talk about the third phase, the physical recovery, which is restoring your lost nutrients and boosting muscle building, which is going to make you feel rarely ever sore. You're going to have better workouts and way better results. So if you are currently trying to build that muscle, lose that fat, this is one of the most important phases. So really listen up, right? You want this confident physique. You want this confident frame. You want to feel good, right? You want to feel like the man. So in order to do so, you need to focus on this, getting to this third phase, because ultimately, yes, it's the middle grounding phase, but it's one of the most important, like I said. And a lot of nutrients is lost on the day-to-day by doing things that you're not even realizing, right? Like even just drinking water, right? Hydrating on a day-to-day, you're flushing out minerals, all the above. But you can sustain most of the minerals that's already in your body if you use this simple hack. Your fourth phase, the new cycle completes, giving you that energy boost and hormonal equilibrium. So this will make you feel like you have unlimited ability to complete tasks. You will disperse your energy amongst necessary priorities, which is going to equate to maximum growth, and you'll reach your max potential. This is the most important phase after the third phase because, yet again, your energy was already on an all-time high. Now imagine you at your max energy where you're completing tasks like nothing. You're thinking, you're finding the answers in your head before you can even just sit down and think about it. It just snaps to you, right? And it feels like magic. And that's the beauty of going about this hack itself, right? And being disciplined enough and wanting it and being obsessed enough to get to this given point. But then I would like to get into the last phase, which is the fifth phase, peak state. You'll have peak discipline, peak intuition, which is being able to assume exactly what is it that's happening or going on in your life, or being able to pattern recognize your future. right? And it'll give you unlimited confidence, and you'll have a lot of emotional stability. You're not gonna rely on your emotions anymore. Now you're gonna rely on logic. You're gonna pick exactly what it is that needs to be done, not what you want to be done, right? Because ultimately, if you have work for throughout the week, you need to get these tasks done. Your friend calls you and says, "Hey man, you know, you've been working out, you've been working hard. Yo, let's party Friday, you know, or let's party Saturday night." You can either say, "Hey, nah man, you know, I got work to do, right? Have a good time. Let me know how it goes." Or you can say B and say, "You know what? You right, man. I mean, I've been feeling pretty down lately. You know, it's been pretty hard these past few days. Let me go have some fun." Then that only leads to your downfall when you're doing yourself injustice. But this will get you to that spiritual, wealthy state of mind. You'll be able to think for yourself, take more risk, and have way more accurate assumptions. And this is important. This is way more important than you think. This is what's necessary in order to optimize your lifestyle and optimize your health and optimize your confidence. So if you stood for this whole video, understand you are a legend. You are a legend, or a legend in the making. And honestly, you can't thank yourself enough for fulfilling your brand with this given value. And ultimately, I'm not going to say it's easy, okay? This is not easy, but it is not hard when you want it enough. When you want it enough and you are God-driven and you are soul-driven, you ultimately unlock a new potential within yourself. You, how you say, reincarnate. You are reborn. You shred the snakeskin, and then you start putting pedals to the metal, punching life right back in the face. And you're not just relying off your emotion, but you're relying off your ambition, your drive, your ultimate hunger for success. And that is what's beautiful about this hack right here, seed retention, and how it correlates to the self-mastery of oneself. So if you guys do struggle with these things, if you guys need help optimizing your own personal journey, I will leave a link exactly in the bio so you can book a one-on-one call with me, myself, and then we can then talk about how we can optimize your own personal journey and how we can detail a program, right? Habits and a foundation that would then set you for success, right? I'm the bow and you are the arrow. You have all this potential. The arrow has so much potential to be dangerous. It has this sharp end to pierce through anything in its way, but it needs the resistance. It needs the bow to pull it back and release. And then you will then go forward and reach your full potential. So if you stood this long for the video, God bless you. You are amazing. You're a legend. And you got this, okay? Remember, you only have one life. Make the best of it. And make sure that we're not falling short due to, you know, instant gratification, fake dopamine, all this. It's just not, you know, not even that it's just not good. You gotta love yourself. You gotta love yourself enough to say, you know, you gotta do what's necessary, not what you want to do. You gotta honestly say that you're different. Understand that your value is way different than what most of society projects you to be. Just because someone tells you what you are, or they're trying to bring you down to their level, that does not mean that is exactly what you are. You are what you are. You are what you know you are. You are what you think you are. Remember that your thoughts, your habits, the way you approach life is what frames your current physical state of reality. So understanding that this will take you to a new level in your journey. Okay? God bless. Stay tuned for the next videos, and feel free to reach down in the comments and let me know exactly what is it that you want me to talk about, what is it that you're struggling with, and what is it that I can contribute to your own journey, your life, that will set you for ultimate success. All right, so take care, guys.